Hello, my name is Samantha Reyes, and I will be doing an analysis of What Jennifer Did, a Netflix documentary directed by Jenny Popplewell. A little bit of background on the film is on November 8, 2010, Jennifer Pan calls 911 and reports she hears gunshots in her home and is being held captive by armed men. Her mother died from the gunshots and her father was shot, but fell into a coma. Jennifer became a sole witness to the case, but all that changed when her father woke up from the coma. The central thesis is the detectives coming to the conclusion that this was not a random attempted robbery, but a homicide done by Jennifer. Detectives come to the agreement that Jennifer Pan isn't as innocent as she claims to be. This slide features the different detectives that worked on the case, and in the film they talk about the different kinds of evidence they had to gather to make that conclusion. Which brings me into my first evidence. The first piece of evidence is the progressive fallacy in Jennifer's narrative. In her first interview, Jennifer is cooperative and goes into detail on how the interviews look like and what they were asking for from the Pans. The men who she confirmed were black and had ordered her parents to give them money, but Pitch and Han insisted they had no money to give. Her first interview establishes her character to be innocent and scared, yet the following interview proved otherwise. This is evident when in the second interview her story of her tie to the banister would have prevented her from calling 911, and there was no evidence of force of entry. It seemed these new details did not line up with Jennifer's side of the story. Now, this brings me to the strongest piece of evidence, which is the father who miraculously woke up from a coma, became the second eyewitness. With the father surviving the shot to the head, he was able to recount the most important details in confirming Jennifer's role as a victim or an accomplice. Han gave his side of the story and stated that he was on the couch as he was being pistol whipped and saw Jennifer walk down the stairs without any biting on her. He confirmed that the suspects were not black men and said that she was in the company of one of the suspects, having a conversation and even cooperating with them. The interviews helped the case, but the father's testimony changed everything and made the detectives look further into Jennifer's side of the story. Detectives eventually found out that Jennifer hired the men to kill her parents. She wanted her parents dead for not approving her relationship with her ex-boyfriend, Daniel Wong. She was found guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. And that concludes my analysis on what Jennifer did. And these are the references I used for my presentation. Thank you for listening.